Without Florida, you're welcome. Okay, so
Namaste everyone, welcome to the Culture Shock. I'm Olive.
I'm Casey.
And I'm Lauren.
And today we are going to be watching Veer Das Presents News from the Rest of the World from Conan on TBS. And we all know Conan,
Yeah.
We've seen his stuff before. He's a talk show host and he interviews famous people and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So,
Alright. News from the rest of the world. What is
Our news today, our news is so dominated by President Trump that it's easy to forget there's an entire world with plenty of news that we're probably missing out on because everything's Trump.
this is going to be cool to see. Yeah.
Well, here to help us sort through it, all the way from India, is our friend comedian Veer Das. Veer!
I'm a comedian, so this is going to be lighthearted, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Everyone from around the world is so tired of hearing from him.
So handsome. Yeah.
Conan, thank you for having me.
Veer, we're very excited to have you here. So, Veer, you're going to take us through the news from the rest of the world.
Yes, you very generously given me 5 minutes to talk about 7 billion people.
Yeah. Now it's actually now 4 minutes and 30 seconds, so we got...
Hello, America! Welcome to the rest of the world. It's a big place. There's a lot of people out there that you have yet to meet. Like take my country. I'm from India. We have 1.3 billion people.
That always amazes
That's
me.
like 4 Americas. Without Florida, you're welcome.
Okay, so Veer, what's the latest from India? What's going
Our
on?
space program, it's amazing. It's like NASA with less Indians. Now, last year, India launched 104 satellites in a single mission. Fun fact, 96 of them were American satellites. So see, it's not just taxis and Ubers. Even your satellites can't get from place to place without an Indian driver.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Am I allowed to laugh at this?
In fairness, though, Veer, the relationship is probably more complex.
No, it isn't. Africa's doing amazing things. Africa is sitting on 30% of the world's natural resources. In 40 years, Africa is going to be the largest exporter of diamonds, salt, oil, and gold. Do you know what that means? It means black people may or may not be attending the Oscars, but they will be manufacturing them.
Wow.
Oh my god, I feel like I
that's quite a
can't laugh
statement,
at that.
Veer.
Dictatorship!
It is quite a
He's
statement.
like allowed
You know
to
how
say it
sometimes
because
you
he's a
feel like you're living
comedian.
under
That's
a
just like,
dictatorship
yeah,
where your
freaking how
leaders
it works
just
with
making
him.
irrational decisions. Yeah? Well, guess what? So do these countries.
I didn't even hear exactly what he said just now.
Okay, now wait a minute, Veer. That's supposed to make us feel better.
Yes. You're not alone, America. Gabon is with you.
No, it doesn't help that Gabon is with us.
All right, here's something that'll make you feel better. The world has 7.3 billion people. Twitter has only 300 million active monthly users. So every time Donald Trump tweets something like truly insane, 97% of the world hasn't read that shit.
Oh, thank God.
Feel a little bit better.
Wow, it does actually. Like, you see that, you're like, oh my God, everyone's
But then people post it on Facebook, and then on Instagram.
We're
and
all
Snapchat.
sorry from
Us,
America.
Rocket Man,
So
Weed
you know.
Song, and Crooked Hillary is just a bridge in Scotland.
Okay, well, wait. What
You
about
laughed.
Canada? What's happening there?
Nothing. It's perfect.
Where? What did you say?
That's annoying, actually.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Catalonia, ladies and gentlemen, it's a country, not a lady. They're going solo. They're leaving Spain to form their own country. I'm calling it Spexit.
Okay. Spexit, like Brexit. Do you think Spexit will happen before Brexit?
Absolutely. I'm Indian. If there's one thing we can say about the British, they take forever to leave a country.
We just watched another video about all that.
Okay, I hate to break it to you, but you got 2 minutes, 15
I'm
seconds.
sorry, is my planet getting in the way of your OxyClean commercial?
We gotta pay the rent somehow.
Japan. Japanese PM Shinzo Abe just won the elections with a landslide victory, and he's promised to deal with North Korea himself. So here's the good news. Japan is now your ally. I'm going to break this down. There's 2 teams. It's like the Olympics, but everybody dies. Now, there's Team Donald, which is the USA, Japan, and South Korea. That's 0.5 billion people. Versus Team Un, who are trying to destroy your democracy, which has North Korea, China, and Russia. That's 1.5 billion people.
That's
Wait a minute,
triple.
it sounds like our side, we're 1 billion people short.
Yeah. And you know who happens to have 1 billion people? now would be a really good time to apologize for Apu.
No, wait. I didn't create that character. I just wrote for him, okay?
One last thing, Conan, I'm going to leave you guys with this. America has 45 million immigrants, but each year 75 million tourists from the rest of the world visit America. So if you see somebody just yelling at a foreigner on the street, just go back to your own damn country, chances are he's going to. We don't want your jobs. We just want to see Disneyland and destroy your democracy.
I want to watch more of this.
Yeah, he's funny.
Yes, everybody!
It's like real.
I love comedians. They're so smart, and that's
Yeah.
why their stuff is so
And
funny.
honestly,
Oh,
like,
no,
even
it's
though
so
some of
good.
that stuff is like, should I laugh? At the same time, he's pointing out issues in the world that, like, are actually serious. Like, I mean, I don't know. I don't want to get super political.
Yeah.
But, like, there's certain things I agree with him about how messed up certain parts of the U.S. is and things like that.
We don't have to get into it too
Yeah,
hard, but we really, like, I want everyone watching to know that we know what a lot of
I don't even know like,
Yeah.
what to say.
we know how a lot of people feel about America. We kind of feel the same way sometimes.
Yeah. And we definitely, like, agree. The reason for this channel, The Culture Shock, is because people need to understand other cultures and accept them and study them and just appreciate them. Like,
Yeah.
a lot of people in the United States like to stick to a stereotype of
so
what they think an
separated.
American should look like, but really what I appreciate the most about living here is how diverse everything is. And we're really lucky where we live that it is very diverse, because I feel like it's opened us up to understanding cultures and being really respectful.
Yeah.
And
we're lucky for
learning.
that. Like we weren't, you know, we were never sheltered, so it's good that we're like able to like laugh at serious stuff like this,
Yeah.
and you know,
And understand
but
it at the
because
same
we're
time.
respectful, and we understand.
Yeah.
that it's not just like we're blind to it.
And that's what I was kind of going to get into also, like, people really, unfortunately it is, because that's what our leaders do, but really we shouldn't be dividing people up by, like, their borders, because I don't look at India or Africa or Japan and think of all the stereotypes that most people do, and, you know, people do it to America also. I even do it to America myself. Like, there's just, you know, there are those stereotypes there, but, like, I really, like, the three of us, I know we wouldn't fit into any sort of box, and I feel like there's so many people out there that don't fit into those stereotypes because they're just made up. They're
There's
not
so
made
many
up
people
by
we don't even know about.
Yeah.
You know, like we don't know what everyone is like in India.
And if you try to look at someone and fit them into like, there's not one person that fits into a stereotype or fits into a box, yet people try to, when that's just not possible. Like, we're all raised differently, we're all born in different parts of the world, like, we all have experienced so many different things. Like, no one should fit into a box. Like, we should all be unique and have our culture and, just share our knowledge with other people, and everyone can learn to be more accepting and loving of each other.
Right.
I feel like we are so far away from like this, like
Yeah, like, it was so funny.
But
But
whenever we get together and talk about stuff like this, we always have really good conversations.
Yeah.
So you
We
guys
kind
get
of
to hear
drifted
it.
off, but, like, that's what's amazing about, like, a comedian like this. I mean, the title is so true. Like, this is really what's going on everywhere else. Like, hello,
Right.
you're, like, you know, you're not the only
But he's
people
so
out there.
educated on it. He's allowed to like
It-
laugh about it. He's
it
allowed to
creates
make
the
it lighthearted.
conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It does.
That's literally what he just did to us. We
like,
just
a
created
lot
this
of
big conversation.
every time I watch comedy shows, like, I will crack up, but afterwards I do analyze what they say, because the reason that it's funny is because it's true and, like, because it's serious.
Yeah.
So people are like, oh, that's funny, but this is so true. Like, these are the reasons why.
It's like they can bring it up in a lighthearted way to shed light on things that are difficult to talk about. Like, a lot of people want to ignore, but those problems are out there. So it's like, hey, I'm really funny and good at what I do. I'm going to bring up these serious issues in a lighthearted way. Like,
So people
it
can
makes
talk
everyone
about it.
laugh and it's
Yeah.
entertaining, but it also creates, like, those really great conversations.
I mean, and I do think, like, one last thing, I do think that a lot of people who live in the U.S. really think the U.S. is the center of the world. Like, that the issues we have in the U.S. are, like, so much more intense and dramatic, but, like, every country has
faces
issues.
that, yeah.
Every country has problems that they need to deal with. Like, we are not the only place. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was just really cool.
I love having conversations like this, and that's what really this channel is all about, is really diving in. And we're focused on India because it's kind of something that we're a little more familiar with but wanted to learn more about. We've told you guys kind of how we got into it all, but that's why I really just like diving into all of it and learning all like these videos that come up. It's really cool to just create those conversations.
Like I said,
again.
when the three of us are together, we always dive into stuff like this and important issues, but kind of like in a lighthearted way, and like we all kind of help each other understand things that we wouldn't in the first place. So if you guys have more from this guy that you've seen, that's really good, because I really liked the way that he, you know, shed light on everything.
Yeah.
So if you have anything else similar to this, we would be happy to watch them on camera or off, honestly.
Yeah.
So, yeah, just send them our way and let us know.
Alright guys, well thank you so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe to our channel and give this video a big thumbs up. Give us any comments on any more videos like this. We really like learning about it. Also, don't forget to check out our Patreon page for any exclusive content or anything about our lives. We're posting things in there. If you don't want to miss any of our videos, put our bell notification on. We're going to be linking our Instagrams down below for all of you guys to follow us on social media. Other than that, thank you for watching, and we'll see you in our next video.
Bye, guys. When we post, what's going on? Why can't I talk?
What did you mess up?
Turn on our post notifications so you can be notified when we post.
It's like I literally repeated everything. And make sure. Oh wait.